We have a rack store fragrance haul. Let's smell. Welcome back to Stop and Smell. Thank you for watching, liking, and commenting. I appreciate all your support. Yes, this is a rack store fragrance haul. You know the rack stores, the usual suspects. Burlington, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls. All of these fragrances are under $20, so if you enjoy finding a nice cheapie, stay tuned. Let's find out if these are some cheapie gems or if they're just better to avoid completely. First up, we have a 2000 release from the house of Sergio Tacchini, The Essence. And this one was only $11. It came without the box. So if you've been to a Ross store before, you know where the fragrances are. There's a men's section, a women's section. They're usually side by side. And it was not normally where you find all the men's fragrances. It was not in that section. It was actually in the men's grooming section. I recognized the name Sergio Tacchini, so it did pique my interest. It was calling my name. So of course I had to pick it up. It's an Eau de Toilette concentration in the 3.4 ounce bottle. It's a decent looking bottle. It kind of reminds me of the same pattern that the Versace Eros has. It's similar, but not the same. And there's the top of the cap with the Sergio Tacchini emblem. The cap does not click into place, so please don't pick it up from the top. It's gonna slip out and you can break your bottle. Let's go over the notes. Top notes: absinthe, bergamot, juniper. Mid notes: frankincense, iris, myrrh. Base notes: guaiac wood, musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. On initial spray, I do not pick up a strong alcohol blast, so that's always a great sign for a cheap fragrance. The opening has a very cool sensation from that juniper. It's citrusy, it's fresh from the bergamot. It smells pretty nice. I'm enjoying this opening. It's cool, it's fresh, it's citrusy. Into the mid, it feels a little spicier, a little warmer. I do detect a touch of that smoke. The iris is not like a Dior Homme lipsticky or makeup bag kind of iris. It's more like a fresh, clean floral iris. But I don't really detect the iris. It's more just in the background, giving it a little bit of a floral, airy aspect, but in the mid, it's more warm, spicy, and a little bit smoky. The dry down is musky and woody, and there's a slight sweetness from that vanilla. I gotta say, for $11, I'm really intrigued and surprised on how good this smells. This feels light and airy, yet a touch of muskiness and sweetness. This is a great casual fragrance. This is good for day wear. This is great for the spring, for the fall, maybe even those summer nights. So this is just the initial impression, but it doesn't seem like it's going to last. It doesn't seem like a strong projector. It doesn't seem like the longevity is going to be on your skin for hours, but it seems like a really nice skin scent. Something you can reapply throughout the day. $11 for a 3.4 ounce bottle. Come on, this is definitely worth it. I think we found a cheapie gem in this one. This one may not appeal to teenagers. I feel this is for someone 25 years and older. It has a slight classy, mature vibe, but it doesn't seem old manish. It reminds me a little bit of Lamborghini Millennials. I did a video on that one too. This one has a similar vibe. I'm not saying they smell the same. This is like a fresher, airier version of that. If you want to find out what I'm talking about, check out the video that I did. Next up, we have Izod in the 3.4 ounce bottle. This one, I actually reviewed a different Izod fragrance. It came in a different bottle, and you can check out the video I did on that one too. If you already watched it, then you know that I was not impressed by that one. It was not a cheapie gem at all, but this one intrigued me because it came in a different bottle, so I'm assuming it's a different fragrance. Let's take a look at the notes. Top notes: mandarin, lemon zest, fresh aldehydes. Mid notes: rosemary, pine, aquatic accord. Base notes: cedarwood, musk, and oak moss. Okay, great. So the notes are definitely different from that other Izod fragrance that I reviewed. So this is a whole different fragrance altogether. The bottle's okay. I actually like it better than the previous bottle of the Izod cologne, and the cap does click into place. Let's smell. Okay, the atomizer is not the best. It sort of spits out the fragrance in a puff of air. Ooh, this one in the air, it's already more pleasant than the other Izod fragrance that I reviewed. The initial spray does not contain that strong alcohol smell, so hey, this is already a good sign. The opening is very juicy and citrusy. I definitely can detect the mandarin. It's juicy, it's sweet. The lemon is there in the background. It is zesty, so this opening is fresh, zesty, very citrusy. The mid gets very aquatic, it's fresh, and then there's this pine smell. It's very green and aquatic at the same time. You get this sensation like you're near an ocean, yet like you're walking in a forest, breathing some fresh air. The dry down is musky and woody. This one is great for summer and for spring. It's very fresh. It's very clean. This one is all ages. This is a great out of the shower fragrance where you want to just spray something that's nice, fresh, uplifting. This one will do the trick. Guys, I think we're 2 for 2 for cheapy gems. These are both definitely fragrances that you should get your nose on. Last and hopefully not least, we have from the house of Marc Ecko, Charge. It's a 1.7 ounce bottle, so it's less fragrance. This one was $15, so not too bad. So the price is definitely affordable. But how does it smell? Can we go 3 for 3? Let's find out. Let's go over the notes. Top notes, bergamot, pepper. Mid notes, amorous, sage, saffron. Base, guaiac wood, amber, and oak wood. It's an awkward looking bottle. It's sort of like a triangle shape. It sort of feels a little bit weird in your hand. Not the best bottle. But what really matters is how it smells. In the air, I definitely pick up that pepper. It's a very spicy opening. I do pick up a slight alcohol smell from this one, so give it a moment and let the alcohol dissipate. The opening is very spicy. It's a spicy, fresh opening. You pick up the pepper, you pick up the bergamot, but there's more of that pepper blast. Into the mid, you maintain that spiciness. The sage starts to come out, and it's kind of a green, spicy fragrance so far. The dry down is woody. It seems a little earthy. Into the deep dry down, it seems like a blue fragrance. There's aspects of it being a blue fragrance, but it's a spicy, kind of earthy, kind of fresh, yet woody fragrance. For the price, I truly wasn't expecting much, and I don't know much about Marc Ecko. I know it was popular in the late 90s, early 2000s, but after smelling the other two, this one does not really appeal to me. It seems like this one is something that's not worth buying. On tester strip, this one is not impressing me. Let's spray it on skin. Let's see if it makes any difference. On skin, I'm getting that same vibe. That opening is fresh, spicy, it's peppery, it's citrusy, and then into the mid, it still gets that green, earthy aspect. And the dry down is that woody, kind of a blue fragrance kind of vibe. The notes seem like they're kind of muddled. They don't seem really balanced. They seem like they're a little bit all over the place. This is sort of like a blue fragrance. It's a peppery, spicy fragrance. It's sort of a little citrusy at the top, but it dissipates. It becomes earthy. It's all over the place. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't smell bad. It's not offensive, but it just seems like a weird vibe. After smelling Izod and after smelling Sergio Tacchini, this Marc Ecko Charge is my least favorite. Even on skin, I still get the same vibe. It's trying to be a little bit spicy, a little bit earthy, a little bit like a blue fragrance. It's not impressing me. It's probably all ages. It doesn't really have a specific season that would stand out. Maybe spring, fall would be the best. Projection and longevity seem to be average from the initial impressions. It seems like it's going to be a stronger fragrance than Sergio Tacchini The Essence, but this one smells much better, at least to me. And it's cheaper. There's double the size. This one is the winner for this fragrance haul. Sergio Tacchini The Essence. Guys, get your nose on this one. And coming in at number 2, Izod. Wow, this one really redeemed itself. Izod, this is definitely better than the other Izod fragrance that I smelled. And of course, last place, Ecko Charge. Are you familiar with any of these houses? Marc Ecko, Sergio Tacchini, Izod? Let me know in the comments. What's the best one you smelled so far? What are some of the best cheapies at rack stores that you've found? Thanks again for joining me. Until next time, enjoy your fragrances.